he came and he was saying some, some like industry back stuff that kind of like ruffled some feathers and different people like that might have said something about someone, And my thing is, I don't want to be known for clickbait. I don't want to stir up unnecessary gossip.
Right.
For me, and I can only speak for myself. I'm sure for Nori, but I can only speak for myself.
Right.
I want us to be all about uplifting the culture, talking about the history of the industry, these stories that you would only hear if you were a fly in the studio between artists, and and just have fun with it.
Right.
And sometimes, people will come and they have grievances with other people.
Right.
And it causes beef that I don't want that for our show.
Gotcha. Yeah, you definitely don't need that type of.
No, there's plenty of places where you could cause your own beefs.
Yeah, go
you
on
don't need
another
to come
podcast.
on Drink Champs and start beefs and old school shit. Like, you talking about beef from 10, 15, 20 years ago, and now these motherfuckers shooting at each other again. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
I mean, look what you said, man. Look what you said. 5 years of running Drink Champs. I mean, I've been on set a lot of times and no conflicts, man. Like, there's never been no altercation in behind the scenes, and then no fights, no shooting. I mean, even when people come from different cliques and different places, man, it's respect. Because just the way that, EFN and Nori got the show, it's all about respect. You guys are two respectful people, you know what I mean? Gentlemen. So whoever comes on to the show, more so Nori, especially when it comes to artists.
They know y'all fun-loving.
Yeah, they know you guys are real, 100. So no need for that, you know what I mean? So we never saw no issue on Drink Champs set, behind the scenes. Even when the cameras are cut off, everything has been copacetic legit, And from my perspective of seeing, a lot of these artists, or some of these artists will actually talk to you when the cameras are off, you know what I mean? Meaning they'll talk to us in the background, you can run up on them, say what's up, take pictures, and they open. I guess because at one point you guys made it a safe space on set now. Absolutely. I know in the beginning it was crazy. Yeah, trying to get to
but it's always been a safe space. Like, it always felt safe. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good thing to know. We're probably gonna try to close this out with EFN a little bit, with interviews. We're gonna move on to something else. Any other questions you guys want to ask DJ EFN?
I do have a question, man. So, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Like, out of everything you've done now, where do you see yourself at and going in the next 10 years?
Where do I see myself, or where do I want to see myself?
Either or.
Where do you want to see yourself?
Man, I just want to have passive income coming in from businesses that I've created. And basically that's it, and just enjoy my family, man, and make sure that I set them up for success, and have their college fund good, and maybe another little fund there that they can, get in the future, and just I want to make productive, good human beings out of my kids.
All right. Dope, man.
And that's my goal, man.
That's real, man.
Yeah, you definitely still got that family traditional values, man. On top of everything you're doing, that's important. You know what I mean? That gotta be expressed, man, in this entertainment business, man. You know what I mean? It can't all be about the money, the gold, the women, cars. Forget out, man. Listen, man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to come down to whatever you're putting your life at risk for, or your career. It has to come down to the family. What are you going to leave for your young ones? As you go through your journey in life. Hey, EFN, it was great talking to you. Can you stick around for like another 10 minutes?
Absolutely, I'm here.
We're going to try to change the topic a little bit, Let's talk about this presidential debate that occurred the other night. That shit was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, I didn't catch it that first night, but I went ahead and we caught it I caught it the second night. You know what I mean? I caught it as far as YouTube. You know what I mean? Right. So, but what I saw on that, man, I want to talk about that because we're actually talking about the president of our country, man. Donald Trump. This guy is a clown. I didn't say it. Biden did. I'm just repeating him. He's a clown. So let's see. I want to weigh in, with my panel, with my crew, to see if we have any opinions about it. Let's talk about this, and let's see what's going on with this presidential debate. Donald Trump. Do y'all see Donald Trump doing 4 more years? Talk to me.
Absolutely.
Talk to me.
I think so.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
America.
What? 4 more years?
America.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
It's fucked up for this.
America is what it currently is.
Right.
And we have this idea about America. Listen, some people are very comfortable with this condition that they're in. You got to understand that change is difficult. They normally honor a president with 2 full terms, regardless of what the conditions are. There's rare circumstances where they didn't get 2 terms. So I'm not surprised. You can't be surprised at the debate either. It's called filibustering, bro. He was going to talk over everybody. Because when you don't have anything of substance to say, you just say dumb shit.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So even though it went that way, It was a plan because they said, look, we can't get this man to say anything of value. So just talk shit. So his people couldn't even write a script for him to follow. So they just told him, just do what you want to do. And he did it. You got to understand, he did it. As much as it was funny, as much as it was diminishing, and much as people think that it was horrible, I think he stuck to his script. Biden was trying to bite over
I think
that man's script.
it actually, Biden lucked out in that situation.
Exactly. Just all he had to do was stay quiet.
Yeah, I don't think Biden looked that much better, you know, just looking at him. Like, I even said, this is the first time that his spray tan won.
Exactly.
Because when they had him side by side,
Oh, he looked good.
Biden looked 3 days dead.
Exactly. And that's the goal, to make him old.
And this spray tan was kicking ass right there.
That's right, brother. He looked good, though.
Like, he looked more vibrant than him,
That's
man.
what it was. See,
Yeah.
that's what. See, while we were listening to certain things, you weren't seeing. The optics wasn't being noticed. He was lively, chattery. He took down the moderator.
Yeah.
Donald
A
Trump.
Fox News guy. On
Exactly.
Top of that.
He took him out. And I'm saying to myself, wow. So his people gonna be like, yeah, he had to break both of them down. You know, but I'm like, wow. So people gonna call and they're gonna tell me, oh, this shit was crazy. And I'm gonna be like, nah, this was exactly what they scripted.
I can believe that too.
That's
They
the
say he
point.
thrives on chaos. They've always
That's
said that
it.
about him.
That's
He
it.
thrives off chaos.
That's it.
Because when you don't got nothing, no real, like you said, substance, you would just want everything to be chaotic because then people don't know where the fuck to look.
Right.
You're like, oh, whatever. Y'all just be fucking each other up.
Right.
And I stayed out,
Right.
you know?
And they both left the room and moved on. And I said, wow. I said, very strategic. Very strategic. Yeah, because that man could not overtake.
So that was
him.
intentional then. You
Yeah,
think
of
that was
course.
a strategy of Donald Trump to kind of disturb
This is the
disturb
president of the
waters?
United States. You've tried to tell him. You tried to instruct him. And I'm sure you all would. If you were his representative, you'd say, look, boss, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in there. We're going to look presidential. And Trump said, nah, I'm going to look crazy. I'm going to look crazy. You say, well, you know what? I ain't going to argue with you. Do what you do best. And he went in there and gave him the business.
But even with the craziness,
Exactly.
That's what we're doing right
He
now.
did perfect.
But even with the
Perfect.
craziness, even with the craziness, he never really answered the questions that the moderator
It
was
doesn't
asking.
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter his base. His base don't give a fuck. This is what I think should have happened. I told my people,
This
I
is a
said,
magic trick.
Biden should have turned to him at some point and said,
Suck him.
motherfucker, we going
Exactly.
backstage, turn off the fucking camera.
Exactly.
Two old motherfuckers, we gonna fight right now.
Exactly.
And I bet you
They'd have been,
Trump
woo!
fans would be like, oh shit, Biden, get step it up.
But he did not. He did not.
No,
And that's
man.
where he made his mistake. It says you either step up and take him or you let him take you. He filibustered his ass all the way to the
And think about, this is why I think Biden
Smart,
should
man.
have done some crazy shit.
That's what I said.
Because if you really looking at Trump for what we all looking at him, like he's just the antichrist for the
Right.
United States of America, then Biden as a patriot,
Should've
his
stepped
duty
up.
should be like, yo man, I'm old, but I'm gonna fuck you up.
You know,
right
should
now.
have.
It looked like he was
Right.
that point,
He
though.
should have started walking towards Trump and the Secret Service tackled him. You feel me? He like, oh, they tackled him.
I thought Biden was finna take Trump's head off when
Nah,
Biden
he
started talking about his son.
ain't make no
Biden
moves.
brought out his son.
Biden-
when Trump, sorry, when
Nah,
Trump
man.
brought
That's
when
why
Trump
he
brought
said
up
what he
Biden's son,
said.
Yeah.
I thought it
That's
was gonna
why
go
he
down.
said what he said. Because listen,
a
anybody
distraction.
say something about your family,
Yeah.
okay, now we ain't. Oh, this ain't a
personal
debate no
now.
more.
It's personal.
Oh, this some bullshit.
Yeah, it's personal.
Okay, okay. All
Yeah.
right, let me take this earpiece off and this little
all demeanor.
device,
Right.
and let me go get this
And
ass.
tradition's already out the window anyway.
Right.
For the past 4 years. So what the fuck you need to stick to tradition?
There is no tradition. There's no tradition when you're dealing with Trump.
That's why.
There's no rules when you're
And
dealing
I
with
don't-
Trump. There's no culture when you're dealing with Trump.
And listen, look. You might not like him.
crazy.
A lot of folks don't like him, but you got to realize this is what it is. And we are trying to ask him to be more than he is. That's our mistake.
And he's a reflection of the country, like you were saying earlier.
You got to understand that this is the psychology that America chose. Now that they've chosen it, they have to accept it. It's like if you made a bad decision, you might say to yourself, fucked up, but you ain't going to tell other people you fucked up. You're going to be like, yeah, that's me. But you're like, because it makes you have to deal with your reality. So they've accepted their condition.
It's crazy.
So don't be surprised. I appreciate it. I think you should look at it for what it is and understand that this is all strategy, bro.
And you know what? And,
This
and
is
take
talent, too. It's talent. It takes talent to do
and
what
to
he
look
did.
at it for what it is, my perception is a little different. You know, I think everything is just a pure scripted with Trump, man. They put Trump in office. He knew what he was doing. He's supported by some higher I can say.
Are you going Illuminati with us now?
I'm not
Let me guess. Tupac was there too.
I won't take to that level, but I can.
You're not.
Listen, presidents are selected, not elected.
No, but you're making a mistake. America does choose. They knew who to put in front of America. You got to give the strategists some credit here. Put this type of personality in front of America, and America will choose it. Well, they learned that, brother.
Let me tell you where Trump. No, let me tell you where Trump realized he could be president. Because I don't know if you've seen some of the documentaries out, and I said this before I even saw the documentary about it. You know, he was messing with the WWE and
exactly.
When he
they like a show.
When he saw what Middle America was subscribing to,
exactly.
You know, and then you could do all this crazy, outlandish shit, and they loving you, and they coming in hundreds of thousands of people, and he's like, I'm gonna win the presidency this way.
Exactly.
He's WWE in the president in the White House.
Yes, sir.
You know, in the presidency
That's
right now.
what he does.
He's a wrestler.
He
right
walks
now.
to the podium like Vince McMahon.
That is exactly. No, that's where he learned it.
Listen,
he legit learned it from that.
He walks to the podium like Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Okay. You know? Have y'all noticed how he walks to the podium?
Yep.
He walks to the podium like Vince McMahon.
He walks like a duck. Yeah.
You feel me? Gallant, dog. And you like. And it works because it's a show.
It's a show.
America loves a show. It's entertainment.
Right.
Everything is fantastic.
Oh yeah, wonderful, amazing. I look good today.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic policy.
But how do we let entertainment
Because it's in our nature.
country?
Because we're idiots in this country.
Education. Listen.
President.
No.
In real lives.
You're missing the point. America can be easily entertained because it's not highly educated. Mm-hmm. You understand? See, dumb shit to dumb people is funny.
Right.
But if you're a smart motherfucker, there'll be some shit said that you'd be like, nah, that shit ain't funny. Mm-hmm. He know that there's a larger group of people that don't have a psychology above his. They're below it. So he plays up everything. The wording is fantastic. He said the other day, we're going to win big again and bigger. I'm saying to myself, who says that? But it's going to work because people like the idea of big.
He could say anything in his. You don't see his rallies. He says the most outlandish, non-English speaking ass motherfucker. Like,
I got a question for you guys. I think this is very important. During Trump's speech, he said some shit.
what speech?
Well, the
debate?
presidential debate.
Okay.
He said some shit when the moderator asked him about
Condemning white supremacy?
condemning white supremacy.
Yeah.
Trump said something to stand down or stand up or something like
Stand
that.
by.
Stand by. And stand down.
No, stand back and stand by.
Yeah.
Okay, now what the fuck does that mean?
It's a dog whistle.
It don't
Come
mean
on, you know it.
It don't mean
telling
anything to us, but it means something
But
to
it's
people
something.
that
It's a
are.
warning.
It doesn't. Again, America's already there. He didn't condemn it because it's already a condition. You understand? That's the point. When something's already real, you don't have to deny it. You don't even have to endorse it. Look, when we see UFOs, no one's going to tell you ain't saw a UFO.
Right. Because you've seen it.
There's already racism in the game.
Yeah.
So why am I denying that there's racism or endorsing it? I'm just going to say, look, I'm going to stand back and stand by. To the person who wanted to hear that, great. To the person who did want to hear that, it's your call. It ain't nothing new. Perfect. Oh, beautiful answer. Because you didn't get, whether he's for it or against it, you had to make it up. Pure ecstasy. The man is making moves here, man. Fantastic moves. Man. I'm very happy. I'm not saying I support him. I don't.
Oh, okay.
But I'm happy. Listen, I'm happy to be conscious of what's happening around me. See, if you're not conscious of what's happening around you, it's your fault, not anybody else.
Right, that's true.
So if he says, I already know there's racism, what do he need to tell me? What do you need to condemn? It's already out there.
Exactly.
I'm confused. You needed him to condemn it? To do what? That ain't going to stop none of the racism, bro. You feel me? So he said, I'm not going to disenfranchise those voters. And I never had your ass as a voter anyway. So he doesn't care. He stayed in the middle of the lane and let you try to figure your shit out. And that's strategic.
You already got Florida in his pocket, so...
Yeah.
I mean, but what's so strategic about playing dumb?
It works.
What? Man, that's a
You know when the
power
police
of
pull
law,
you
bro.
over
yeah.
and you know you don't want to be smart. What's the first thing an officer say? Oh, you were smart.
You are smart.
Nah, brother. Tear down. Say, look, you know what? You know, I'm just leaving work. Oh man, I forgot my license, dude. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not my bottle. That's not my can. That was my friend. He just got out the car. You feel me? You played the game. Oh, that's not my weed. That's somebody else's weed. I just dropped them all. You feel me? He can't prove it. He's just gonna be like. But if you talking about, nah, why y'all pulling me over? Shit, y'all always pulling me. You dead in the water. So he played dumb sometimes. It works because he got selected. He ain't gonna change his strategy. He can't get smarter now.
Right.
He's gonna get dumber now.
He's got to get dumber because it won last time. Yeah, it did. He said, look, he told the mining people, I'm gonna get us more mining. He can't do it. He told people to get more jobs. He can't do it. But he's gonna tell people it wasn't his fault, and they're gonna believe him.
Yep.
So he played dumb. It wasn't my fault. I tried. That's strategic. Okay. If you're too smart, you make it difficult for people that are ahead of you to listen to you.
Because that's what they say. They say you're elite. If you're smart, that's what
elite.
people. Oh, the elites.
The elites.
The elites.
Smart.
Because people don't want to feel inferior. Because if you start talking smart,
the word elite, the word elite itself,
yeah,
tells you that you're talking about other people's inferiority.
Yeah.